Morning, gang. Yes, it's the end of another year, the end of a decade. Seems to be now that the things we had. I was going to sing that at the karaoke last night. Happy New Year by ABBA. But I thought it was dreary. Once again, gang, we had dreary songs being sung last night. Don't let the sun... Oh, God, where's the happy songs? Good job Ray Reynolds was there to do a few happy songs last night. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, the 31st of December 2019. Yes, indeed. New Year's Eve, the end of a year, the end of a decade. Welcome along to this morning's United Kingdom Talk. And as you can see, I'm up to north in Lincolnshire, boys and girls. If you're watching on Facebook Live, you need to join us on YouTube. We can't see your messages if you're typing anything on Facebook Live, okay? And you also only get the first 10 minutes of the show. Join us at youtube.com/Chris Reardon UK. So we do early messages. Let's go to some messages early this morning. Jason Hughes at the top of the list. Good morning, Jason. Shania's there. Hello to Scotty Walker. Morning, Scott. Mandy Davenport. Morning, Mandy. Brenda from Bristol's there. Mick Davenport. Hello, my dear. Fran... just looking at your photo, Mick. You're quite young, aren't you? How old are you, Mick? Are you... I'm going to guess your age. Always a risky moment. I'm going to guess your age. I reckon you're about 45. How's that? I don't think you're 50. I'm sure you're not 50. How old are you, Mick, as a matter of interest? Good morning to Fran Green. Morning, Fran. Your fridge magnet is in the post. That went yesterday, darling. Okay. Thank you, Scott. R.I.P. Byson. Sad news yesterday, as I told you at the end of the show yesterday. Unfortunately, my sister lost her beautiful, great big Rottweiler. Oh, he's so nuts. Such a nice dog. Rottweiler Byson. Sorry, I meant to upload a picture onto the system to show you today. For those of you not on my Facebook, but yes, she lost one of her dogs last night. She's got another one, Barney. He's actually of an age as well now. He's a Springer Spaniel, but always a terrible time. So I posted a little picture on my Facebook this morning, and thank you for your kind comments there. I think I changed the title. I think a lot of people thought it was my dog. No, it wasn't my dog. It was my sister's dog. It actually didn't start off as my sister's dog. It started off as my nephew and his wife's dog. I can't remember why my sister ended up with it. It might have been because a disabled child came along. I can't remember what the reason was. That doesn't matter anyway. My sister was quite devastated yesterday, as you can imagine. You know what it's like to lose a pet. Those of you that have lost pets. Thanks very much for your comments this morning on that. Okay. If you want to join us on Facebook, I'm on there, facebook.com/Chris Reardon UK. All right. Adrian Richardson, good morning to you, sir. Did you enjoy the show Saturday? Adrian, very good show Saturday. There's Ray Reynolds. Fortunately, he was there last night to do some humour and happiness into his songs, rather than the blooming ballads they were doing again last night. Good morning to Luke Trotts. Morning to you. Did you know we're an extra 10 hours opposite each other? I didn't know that. Are we? 10 extra hours. We haven't got 10 hours between us, have we, LaBelle? I thought it was something like 5 or 6. Is it 10? Are you telling me the time in New York at the moment? I thought we was about 5 or 6 hours behind there. Good morning to Alan Wainwright. Morning to you. It was because of Olivia. Thank you, Mick. Good morning, Mick. I thought it was, yeah. Yeah, I thought it was there. We got the super draw today. Once a month, we put all the raffle tickets. Look at this lot here. Look. I mean, I never thought I'd be giving out that many raffle tickets on the show. I can't believe the show has done very well this year. We've been going now, altogether, audio first and then audio and video for about 14 years. And it's only this year that we started to pick some numbers up with the kind help of my brother-in-law, actually. He hasn't been doing it live streaming anywhere near as long as I have, but he had the audience. He found his niche audience, and it took me years to find mine, but it's only with his help that I've managed to achieve a few more viewers this year. So thank you very much for joining us. I'm glad a lot of people would have, popped on and thought, oh no, I don't like this bloke over there. And that's, not everyone likes everyone, unfortunately. Look at me and Gemma Collins. I can't bear her. Actually, I would imagine I don't think even if I met her, I still don't think I'd like her. Not everyone likes everyone, and people would have clicked on and heard Martin mention it and clicked on for, oh no, I don't like this whole puff here. But those of you that stayed, thank you very much. How much longer will you be there? That's the question. Morning to young Gavin Bass. Good morning to you, man. Good morning, Gavin. Fran's got a pen and magnet. Excellent. Did you only get that today, Fran? Actually, I'm surprised you've got that today, to be honest. That was quick. Because the posts don't go till 5 o'clock. I reckon it's the other one you've got. Oh, no, it can't be, because the other one was only a magnet, wasn't it? Fran got a pen and magnet. Excellent this morning. Amelia, doesn't look like Amelia's with us yet. She'll probably join us a little bit later on. And Mick's calling me hun now. I do like that. You lot try and talk in the language that you think I speak. I love it. I absolutely love it. Not too bad, Mick, to be honest. There's a bit of a chest here, but it doesn't appear to be getting any worse. So it kind of just have to wait for it. It's my foot that's bothering me. It's not as bad, nowhere near as bad as it was. If I could, I'll show you my foot. Would you like to have a quick look? It's got a sock on, don't worry. I've got white tracksuit bottoms on today. I mean, chavvy or what? I won't get into shops with this on. They think I'm in there nicking stuff. Especially if I walk in with my sister. Oh, she gets loads of stuff out of Sainsbury's. Oh my God, she goes in with empty carrier bags, goes in there, buys one banana, and she comes out with 4 carrier bags full of stuff, nicking. Oh, she's been barred from most of the shops in Lincoln now, my sister. Marks and Spencer's is her favourite. Then she goes around the pubs and sells the meat. I'm only joking, for Christ's sake. Yeah, let's this foot here, right? So it's here. Right here, there. It feels now. It feels now like how can I put it? Like if you've got a cut and you pull it and that hurts. It feels a bit like that. So I'm guessing it's some tendons or something in that in the side of my foot repairing themselves. I'm guessing that. It might be something like that, mightn't it? But I don't know. So I'm glad Fran's got a pen and magnet. We had a winner last night. Yesterday's raffle. The winner was Pete, who actually used to work at the place I buy my cars from, Gemca in Reading. So his fridge magnet is now in an envelope. It's not been put in the post box yet. That'll go off this morning. Because after the show, the swimming pool will be closed today, so I'm going over to my sister's to pick up the newly refurbished computer, which I managed to get 130 quid for not brand new, a refurbished computer. i5 processor, 8 gig of RAM, that should be flying. That should sort out the problems I've got with this other computer here. Anyway, if you're watching on Facebook Live, you're leaving us here, gang. Please join us on YouTube. There's the thing up there, okay? youtube.com/Chris Reardon UK. Good morning to you. And that's it. That's better. We'll all be together on the YouTube shortly there. Let's just close that down there. Yes, so I'll be going over there shortly after the show, pick up the computer, bring it in here, hopefully set it up. Shouldn't be too much of a problem to set up, put the stuff on there I want to see, and that should be in full use tomorrow, I hope. Excellent. Good morning to Mark Cording. Good morning, Mark. Mark pops along to the karaoke now and again, don't you? Have a good new year and last day of the decade, which indeed it is, as I mentioned earlier. Mick Davenport is 52. I'm going to tell you, Mick, if you look like your Facebook profile picture, you do not certainly look 52. I thought he was about 45. Yeah, I haven't got to suck up to anyone. I never have to suck up to anyone at all. Okay. Amelia is there. Excellent. Amelia got her pen. She was saying, she didn't get a pen. It took a week and still didn't get it. So I put another one in the post and she got that. Now she's got the other one. You know, so I think in future, if people say they haven't got their post yet, then we'll just have to wait a little bit longer and see how it comes. Adam the plumber, I think I sent a couple of things off to him as well. Adam, and they haven't got there. Maybe they get there today. I don't know. Right. Yes, I replied to that email, George. I don't know what's wrong with your emails. You know, I keep sending you send stuff to me and I send stuff to you. You've been added to the bingo system now. We'll soon find out on Sunday whether it works or not. If it doesn't, I don't know what else I can do, really. You know, for some reason, you don't get the emails and I don't get yours. Although we tried that other one, didn't we? That one with a long number on the end there. You might want to get someone to have a look at that. Good morning to Simon, who says it's New Year's Eve, Mr. Chop Chop. I'd like to wish you and your billions now. We're in the billions now. Billions of viewers now. I'd like to wish you and your billions of viewers a very happy, peaceful and prosperous new year. And remember, if you are happy, express yourself. If that upsets a few people, tough. Have a good one and see you in 2020, Mr. Cough Cough. Mr. Cough Cough, is that because of my coughing at the moment? All right. Good morning to Paul. Morning to Paul. Happy New Year for you. Say hi to Jace. Oh, no, that was yesterday's email, isn't it? I haven't deleted that. I should delete the emails as I read them out. Mixed mode. Oh, come on, sweetie. We don't do sweetie. That's really old, Mick. Christ, you're showing your age. We don't call each other sweetie now. Do you want to know what the gays call each other now? Bitch. Now, some people think that's a swear word. I certainly don't, otherwise I wouldn't be saying it. You know, oi, bitch, how are you today? Like that, that's how we talk now. So feel free to call me bitch, okay? Still feel free to call me bitch. Right, LaBelle, 7 hours. Yeah, that sounds about right, 7 hours. I think 7 hours, yeah, that sounds a bit better, yeah. Heidi Oliver, good morning to Heidi. Yes, thanks for your video, Heidi. Morning to Michael Pullman. Morning, sir. Excuse me. Mark, it's the last day of my old mattress. I've had it years. The springs are gone. Good on you. Got one in the sales, have you, Mark? What did you pay for that? Did you get a specific one? I'm not keen on those memory foam mattresses. They keep pushing these blooming things and they memory foam. Oh, the most comfortable sleep you'll ever have. Well, I had a bed with one of those. I had it for about 6 weeks and I chucked. It was a brand new mattress. I can't remember if I gave it away or chucked it away or something like that. But it was just awful. Just so uncomfortable. It says it moulds to you as you lay there. Well, I hated it. Absolutely hated it. Here, I've got an Argos mattress, which is, it's okay, you know. But up at the house, I've got a lovely John Lewis mattress, which costs quite a lot of money. And it is so comfortable. It wasn't the most expensive one in there. Oh, no, no, no. There was a really expensive mattress in John Lewis. And I've had this bed a few years. So it was a few years ago that I was looking for that. And it was several layers. I think lamb's wool, sheep's wool. There was this, and it was £2,500 just for the mattress. But let me tell you, if you had the money and you laid on that, you would absolutely love it. You would absolutely be so comfortable on that. I haven't got that one. I got the next one down. Okay, but it was considerably less than £2,500 for a mattress. But you know, don't buy cheap beds. I did buy a cheap bed years and years ago when I first moved to my house in Bracknell, about 25 years ago, 30 years ago, whatever it was. And I think so it was a brand new bed. It was like £99 for a double bed. Okay, and this blooming thing arrived. And the first day or the first night that I slept on it, I thought, what's that on my... I can feel something pushing into my ribs. It was the springs. Oh, it was awful. Awful. Anyway, I think I had it a couple of months and I got rid of the bed, 2 months old, and spent money on one. And that next bed I had for like 25 years. So comfortable. Don't buy a cheap bed. And don't buy a bed online either. You need to go to a shop, whether it be John Lewis or... I don't know, Beds Are Us or something like that. Did DFS do beds? Someone like that. Go there, lay on the bed, turn over, lay on your side, lay on your back, you know, lay on your front, Put your arms out like that. Open your legs fully. I know some of you like doing that. And test it out. I mean, obviously, don't get on the bed with someone and start testing. You know, don't start doing any of that in the shop. Unless there's a camera running, and then you can sell it to one of those dodgy websites. You need to lay on a bed. You need to lay on a bed, all right? LaBelle's, you've had a full night's sleep. Actually, I don't know why, LaBelle, I'm not sleeping too well at the moment for some reason. I got to bed this morning around about 2:30. Nice easy journey up it. Lovely journey up here actually last night. 2 hours 25 minutes. And I don't really break the speed limit anywhere. You know, I'm just quite happy poodling along up the motorway. Hardly anything on the road at all. But I got to bed about 2:30. I woke up again at like 7:15. Yeah, which is and I'm like, oh, I better get up. And I just don't seem to be able to sleep too well at the moment. Although that being said, I'm not sitting here now thinking, oh God, you know, oh, I didn't sleep too well last night. No, I'm buzzing away. Mind you, it might be because I'm talking to you this morning. Good morning to Ross Herndon. Good morning, Ross. Don't forget, we got the super chat, the super draw coming up today as well, boys and girls. The super draw is coming up. Where else are we now? Where were you? Good morning to Matt Ziety. Matt Ziety, is it? Matt Ziety, a very good morning to Matt Ziety, who says, been subscribed and watching since the day Martin show and shouted you out in a live stream and got you up to 1,000 subs, just never typed in the chat until now. So welcome along, Matt Ziety. Yes, you'd be surprised. I think there's I can't remember how they work it out on radio, but similarly, they work out on radio, I think, for one caller, you've got like, I don't know, 100 listeners or something like that. I can't remember. And it's similar with this. When you see like numbers after a couple of days, they might get, I think we get around about 200 people per show watching. Well, there's only about 10 to 15 people chatting here. So a lot more people are quite happy to just sit there and watch rather than join in with the chat, which is nice, you know, whatever anyone wants to do. You know, it's your call. It's your call. So welcome along, Maxiety, and thanks for just typing in the little chat today. Good morning to you. Mick, Jason calls me a bitch, so don't know what's going on with that. I think we all know, Mick. We all like to try something different now and again, Mick. Mixed moments. Mark's watching the other countries chime in the new year. Australia, yes. How far are they away from New Year? Is it about 2 hours now? See, they're doing the fireworks, aren't they? And in this climate of where they've got really bad fires, I'm not sure they should be doing that, to be honest. I understand where the government are saying, you know, well, this is the way we show off Sydney to get people to come and spend money. I do get that. But is there any danger that the fireworks could add to the problem, I wonder? You know, it's incredibly hot there at the moment. I've said that, I've been saying this for years on this show. Every year, Australia gets a little bit hotter. I mean, it absolutely does. Awful. Mark, mattress was about 150 from Dreams. Oh, do let us know how it is, Mark. We want to know how comfortable your £150 mattress is. Okay, perhaps you could do some pictures of yourself laying on there provocatively. You know, with a little towel over your waist or something like that. Joey got a bed from the British Heart Foundation. I think I donated my last one to them, if I remember rightly, Joey. Yes, I'm sure I did. A bloke came round in a red... Have they got red vans? Two blokes come round in red vans. They weren't particularly friendly, I have to say. One was a right miserable git. You know, I think I turned around at one point. I said, well, do you want it or not? You know, miserable. British Heart Foundation van drivers, whatever they are. Thank you, Rob. Merry Christmas to you. Yes, we still have Christmas. We're not one of those miserable people who can't wait to take their decorations down till, on Boxing Day. Oh, we're not miserable. We just don't want to have them up anymore. We shouldn't put them up so early then, should you? You know. I am all for keeping in traditions, boys and girls. Keeping in traditions, and that is decorations up a couple of days before Christmas Eve and down 12 days after Christmas. 'Cause on the first day of Christmas, my true love sent to me a partridge in a pear tree. And on with the 12 days, which I think is on the 5th of 12 days of Christmas, 6th of January. That's when you take the decorations down, okay, darlings? 6th of January. Mick, do you want me to come and test your bed with you, Chris? No, you're too old, I'm afraid, Mick. Sorry, mate. No disrespect. Bit too old for me. You need to be about 35, tattoos, climbing up a scaffolding rig. I'm sorry about that. You may well be able to climb up a scaffolding rig, but are you sort of tattoos and 35? No. And some hair. Don't be looking anywhere like the age I look, because that's no good to me. But thanks for the offer. Mick's going to be in bed at 10:30 tonight. Oh, okay, you're not going to... Oh, we got a £2 super chat from Mick's Motors after I said that I didn't want him to test my bed out. God. Cool. Did you see the delay on where I pushed that button? That should all be sorted out hopefully tomorrow if I manage to get the new computer. I say it's not new at all. Refurbished computer up and running. That should all be sorted out hopefully. Mick, do you want one of the? Actually, I've got some super chat pens here, Mick. I told you I had a few more up here, didn't I? I've got 4 here. Do you want one of those or a badge? Okay. If so, please email me your postal address. Here it is. There's the postal address. There we go. Email me your postal address and I'll pop one in the post for you today, actually. I've got... oh, hang on a minute. Have I got any envelopes here? Or maybe not. No, I might have to leave it till... Oh, I've got one envelope. That's for the fridge magnet later on. Because we're going to give away another fridge magnet today, aren't we? We'll be doing the super draw shortly, boys and girls. Thank you very much, Mick. Blow me a big kiss, bitch. Do you want a tongue? This is getting very rude, this programme. We should reserve this sort of thing for late at night. Late at night. I am hoping to try and start our new little phone-in show. It may or may not work. I don't know. It would probably take a few weeks to get going. That will be on Thursday nights, okay? Phone-in show on Thursday nights. You'll be able to call in if you want to. Have a little bit of a chat about whatever, you know. Don't go all political and all Brexit and all that, because then people start shouting and screaming. Just nice. Nice chat. That's what we want to do on Thursday nights, okay? So I'm hoping to start that on this Thursday. Yes, LaBelle sent me a video as well yesterday. It was the difference between American and British Christmases. And this British bloke had married this American woman and the different things they say. It's very, very funny. Thank you very much for that, LaBelle. Right. Mandy says, a bitch is a female dog. A dog barks. Bark comes from a tree. Tree is part of nature. Nature is beautiful. So thank you for calling me a bitch. Yes, a bitch is a female dog and it is also a gay man. You're a bitch. I love it. Bitch. Now, one of the drag queens, she's got a saying. She said, and her saying it, she keeps saying it throughout her whole show. Oh, it's the one I worked with on Saturday, actually. The Charlie Hides, who you may have seen on RuPaul's Drag Race, those of you that see that. She was with us on Saturday night. She says, I don't care if you think I'm a bitch as long as you think I'm thin. And that's all she keeps saying. I don't care if you think I'm a bitch as long as you think I'm thin. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Anyway, there's your kiss, Mick. Mwah. So thank you. £2 a kiss. That's what it is now. If you want a kiss, it's £2 super chat. Or €2. I do euros and pounds. Dollars, I'm sorry, it's $3.50 for a kiss now. Australia fireworks are at 2 o'clock UK time. I mean, they do really good fireworks. Michael Pullman's with us. He's in Australia. They do really good fireworks in Australia. I'm just not sure that they should be doing that this year. Ross, Perth, 5:59 p.m. in Perth at the moment. Thank you. They shoot the fireworks on the water, don't they? They've got a bridge, the Sydney Harbour Bridge. It's on there. Oh, it's fantastic what they do. I've been 5 times to Australia. Oh, Sydney is just probably the most beautiful city. It really is. It's ever such a nice place. It really is. And you walk down, you know, the British Airways plane, if you're coming from the UK, usually gets in about 6 o'clock in the morning. So, you know, you can't check into the room. So you drop your cases off at the hotel. And then you walk down, I can't remember the name of the road, past the park, the Botanical Gardens Park in Sydney. You walk down this hill, and then right in front of you is this beautiful golden Sydney Opera House, and there's a bench right in front of it. Sit on that bench. So it's about 7 o'clock in the morning now, and you watch the sun come up over. Oh, it's just amazing. That's the first thing I do when I first went to Australia, way back in, oh my lord, 2005, I think it was the first time I went. I love it there. I love it there. Morning to Gary Butler. There's my nephew, already asking for a ticket. I think I may have to time you out, Gary, if you keep asking for tickets too early. Mick will have a pen. Blue, green. Oh, sorry. Light blue, green. Oh, is that dark blue or mauve? It's almost mauve. Dark blue or white. So light blue, green, dark blue or white. I've only got 4 pens at the moment. Good news, I'm ordering some more Super Chat pens because they seem to be quite popular. So I've ordered some Super Chat pens, which will take a little while to get to me. I haven't been able to get hold of the keyring people at the moment, but I'm pretty sure that that's because they're probably closed for the 2 weeks over the Christmas and New Year's period. So I'll try them again today because we had some keyrings done, but they've come out very badly. I'm not happy with them. Although they've already taken the money. Cameloon is where I got them from, Cameloon. So I'll try and get hold of them again today. I doubt that I'll be able to get hold of them today. I think we're going to have to leave it until Monday for those and see what happens there. Okay. That one man in his Sprinter van likes the camera. Yeah, this is a Logitech Brio. This is the dearer Logitech one. And I'm sending out in 1920, 1080, something like that, rather than 1280, 720. This goes out in 1980, 1280. I think it's something like that. If you're technical, you'll know. If you're not, it doesn't matter. It's of no interest to you. But there's a fantastic one. Really, really good, that one. Just in case you were wondering what the make and model of that one, the Logitech Brio, which is kind of the top webcam you can get. I would have liked a normal camera. Funnily enough, I was watching this bloke on YouTube, young bloke, about 30 years, and he talks about stream. There's quite a few of them on there, actually. They talk about streaming and, you know, what equipment they use. I don't really do any of that. You know, I just like to sit here and have a chat with you all. And he was talking about various different things, and he's done this show on stuff that he wants to come out. You know, and one of the things he wants to come out is a normal camera, DSLR, something like that. A normal camera. What he wants is a camera to come out that with a streaming socket in it, you know, so that you don't have to go through a video card or anything like that. And he said if they bought one of those out, someone brings out one of those like Nikon or Sony or Canon, you bring out a camera with a streaming port on it, so you can just plug it into a USB. He said they sell by the bucket load. So he's hoping one of those will come out. But that would be the next step up, you see. This is about the best you can get on the webcam here. You're quite right. £5, Mick, and I'll start removing clothing. Okay? For £5, I'll remove. You can choose what I'm not necessarily will show you. We don't do flesh on this programme. We're not doing body parts. That's on my other show, which you can find on Cam 4. We're not removing items of clothing, I'm afraid. I noticed Jason Hughes has retracted a message. I'm dying to know what it said. Good morning to one man and his Sprinter van there. Yeah, LaBelle's seen the fireworks. It keeps up the morale and celebration of the new year. Oh, in Sydney, yes. Presumably you've seen the fires there. They're all over the paper again. In The Sun this morning, it's reporting about the bushfires in an area of Australia. Oh, come on. And we were talking about this yesterday, where people were warned to leave the area and they just didn't. Well, now they're stuck. And a lot of these people, in the Sun this morning, thousands of stranded people will be rescued by army helicopters as deadly bushfires. Oh, it's the blooming thing. Just a minute. As deadly bushfires turned the skies blood red on Australia's southeast coast. Around 4,000 people were trapped on the beach. They'd run onto the beach. They've run because that's how bad the fires are. You know, is this like the apocalypse? As written, I think you don't have to be religious, as written about in the Bible. Is this the start of that? Or is it something to do with global warming? You know? Around 4,000 people were trapped on the beach in Malakuta, Victoria, ready to jump into the sea as the terrifying infernos were fanned by record-breaking heat. So, I mean, presumably they don't have many trees growing on a beach. I don't know if trees grow on beaches. But nevertheless, you know, the heat. And I said to you yesterday, there was a road once where we had a very, very dry summer. I can't remember what it was, a couple of years ago. And there were trees that were on fire by the side of the road. Now, they weren't right next to the road, but certainly as you went, they didn't close the road off. As you went past, you could feel the heat from that. And that was nowhere near the problems that they're having in Australia at the moment. Awful. Really terrible. It says in the Sun, haunting images shows locals and holidaymakers trapped on New Year's Eve. This is in the as in today. It is in the Sun, as the devastating fires continue to burn, turning the daylight into an eerie red. Aircraft, including Black Hawks and Chinooks, are being brought in to evacuate people from the coastal areas, with many already taken to boats to escape the inferno. I mean, can you just imagine that? Having to run onto a beach and being prepared to jump into a sea to escape the fire. It's terrible. Terrible. I mean, you could say, well, good job they're near a beach. You know? Awful. Just absolutely horrendous. Adrian, are your pens and fridge magnets and hats and keyrings, are they made in the UK? I've no idea. I couldn't care less. Why does that matter? I couldn't care less where they're made, as long as they're cheap. I'm not bothered. Mark, Auckland, New Zealand, New Year is in an hour, so you can watch that one. Oh, is there one before Sydney? Oh. I always thought the Australian was the first one. Is the New Zealand fireworks the first ones that come on the telly then, is it? I think it's the BBC. Actually, I think they both do it, the BBC News Channel and Sky. Don't they do the top of the hour, you know, just before the news? I think they go to the various countries. The Hong Kong one is always very good as well, isn't it? The Hong Kong fireworks as well. There's Amelia. Good morning, Amelia. Welcome along. There's my sister, Sharon Butler, in the house this morning. Good morning to Paul Jordan. Mikey Mike in the house. Morning, Mike Reese Ponto. Hello to you, sir. There's Michael Lawrence. He was in the pub last night playing the pool. I think he was playing on your own at one point. Did you get fed up with the singing, darling? I think you got fed up with the singing last night. No, I never ever get fed up with the singing. Also, talking on the subject of the fires, in the Daily Mirror this morning is another psychic who's sharing chilling predictions for 2020. Chilling predictions. So, I'll read that after we've done the Super Draw. Are you ready, boys and girls? Okay, this is... Oh, where is it now? Oh, I think it's in my bag, actually, wasn't it? I thought I had another fridge magnet here. Where's the fridge magnet? So, this is for another fridge magnet. Once a month, we have a Super Draw. As you know, once a week we have a raffle. Once a month we have an extra raffle, the Super Draw. Okay? So someone is about to win. Dear me, that come on a bit quick then, didn't it? Someone is about to win another fridge magnet. Look at this lot in here. Look at it. Absolutely packed with raffle tickets, okay? So someone is about to win. Now, let me try the other camera over there. Maybe that'd be a bit... But can you see that? Oh, you can! That's better, isn't it? It's a bit more brighter. So you'll be able to see someone winning. Here we go, boys and girls. It's time to pick a ticket. Let me mix them all up for you. This is a whole month's worth of tickets in it. It's quite deep. Deeper. Reminds me of Debbie Does Dallas, that. Do you remember her? Anyway, here we go. Let's have a drum roll. Let's see how longer this takes to work. Oh, dear. Oh, got one. Right, it's ticket number 631. Ticket number 631. Where are you? They're over there. Ticket number 631. And the name I have on the back is Steph Diamond. I don't think she's won anything yet. Has she, Steph? Maybe she has. 631 is the raffle ticket. You, my dear, have won a fridge magnet. Da, 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 da. There you go, Steph. All right, darling, 631 is your winning ticket there. So if you just email me your postal address, I think Steph watches the recording of the show usually, and I shall get one of those off in the post. If you do it in the next half an hour or so, I will be able to post that for you this afternoon, okay? When I pop down to my sister's to go and get my new refurbished computer and have that all installed. So there we are. Congratulations, darling. Okay, it wasn't your ticket. How's that your ticket, Gary? Look, see, that's why I write the names on the back. You can just, if I only had numbers, oh, that's my ticket. No, it isn't, though, because it's got her name on. What do you think I did? Rub it out? Honestly, my own nephew attacking me live on this programme. It's unbelievable. My sister will start in a minute as well. She usually finds something wrong and has to mention it. There you go. Oh, sorry, Sharon. You still haven't won the fridge magnet. Never mind, darling. There's always the raffle on Monday, and I'll be giving out tickets for Monday's raffle very shortly this morning. I've actually put the Monday tickets in here because I put all the other tickets in there, so I'll tuck those away and put these back in there when the show's finished there. You could have a camera fixed to the ceiling for when you do the draw. I don't want to know about cameras and various mirrors on your bedroom ceiling, Michael. Thank you very much. Dear me, there's some very strange people watch this show, I have to say. Lots of people wishing Steph congratulations there, so thank you very much for that. It's very kind of you. Okie doke. What else have we got here? Let me see. As I say, lovely trip and karaoke last night. Only an hour and a half to get... An hour and 25 minutes to get to work last night. Marvellous. Hardly anything at all on the road last night. I didn't really queue a little bit along the Euston Road, but a lot of it I was just driving straight through. Fantastic. Nice karaoke. And my favourite song last night, I think, was sung by Mr. Alan Russell, who's sometimes with us. And he did Solitaire. You know that one? Andy Williams did it, or The Carpenters. I think even Shirley Bassey did it, I'm sure. And there was a Welsh singer once, I remember her singing it. Iris Williams from Willis, Wales. We saw her at Pontins holiday camp when we were children. I think she's still around, actually. You know that song, Solitaire? And solitaire's the only game in town, and everywhere that takes you down. Something like that, or going down on someone. I can't remember what it was now, but there we are. Morning to Gary Rees Ponto. Morning to you. There you go. He wants cameras on the ceiling, Gary. Don't want any of that malarkey, mate. No, there's some very, very strange characters who come on this show and do some very, very strange things. Some of them on camera. Good morning to Gaz Carter this morning, just joining us. Hey, morning, young Gaz. Hope you were. I think I asked you if you were in London. You still in, oh, don't tell me, Gaz. Newcastle. Are you in Newcastle? Newcastle. Have you managed to, can you understand anyone up there yet? Have you managed to sort of tune into that accent? What are they saying? You have to watch endless episodes of that ghastly programme, Geordie Shore, with all the fake people, dear. Have you noticed how many? There's more and more fake people around, all around the age of 30, with lips and cheeks and no lines on their face. What's it going to look like in years to come? See, I don't think this is as you get older. It's like blokes with tattoos. You know, when they're young and fit, like myself, Gaz, as you can see, you know, tattoos look really good. Look at Justin Bieber. Why does this phone keep going off here? Hang on a minute. My lights keeps coming on my phone. There's no messages or something. 3 times I've turned it off now. Yeah, if you're young and fit like a little bit like myself and Justin Bieber, and who's the other one? Harry Styles. The tattoos look quite good, don't they? But you know, as people get older, and there's a few people on this channel, you know, who have probably got tattoos, and the tattoo is now sagging. It hasn't happened to me. It doesn't look so good. I think it's going to be the same with cosmetic surgery. I know, Gaz, no names mentioned, Gaz, certainly not yours. I know a certain manager of a certain pub who's had a lot of facial work done early on, and he stopped. My God, he looks 20 times older than me now, dear. And then I wonder how the lips are going to look like in years to come. You know, lips like that. What's going to happen? What are these people going to look like in like 30 years' time? Probably like Roy Brownlow, to be honest. Good morning to Brendan Brady fan. Good morning to you, sir. Sean Pye. Have I said hello to you yet, Sean? I'll say hello again. Hello. Yvonne Lemon in the house. Good morning, Yvonne. About the same, Yvonne. You know, chest is still here. It's not giving me too much of a problem there. Gaz is indeed still in Newcastle. I've never been there. I've been to Whitley Bay. That's about 25 years ago. I had a mate move up there. Steve, his name. He was my best mate at the time, Steve. And he moved up to Whitley Bay. I remember going through... Is it the Tyne Tunnel where you had to follow a little lorry? You know, this... Oh, it's very scary. You know, you're driving in your car. You get to this tunnel and you have to stop there. You have to stop at this tunnel, right? And this van pulls in front of you. Follow me. So I'm driving. I thought any minute now that van might slam on his brakes. A group of lads might jump out, drag me out the car. I was scared. Sadly, it didn't happen at all. But there we are. Is it there? You have to go through that little tunnel thing. Gaz says up in Newcastle he has to get people to write everything down because he can't understand him. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Yvonne, for asking, my darling. Poor Roy, not even here to defend himself. He doesn't need to be here because you lot just tell him anyway. You're like a group of old... Straight blokes are worse than old women. You are. You sit there gossiping away. I know that. One of my very, very dear friends, his name's David. He was gay all his life and then he met a woman. And he married her and they got children. He's as happy as anything. So it can work the other way. It works both... Aha! A £2 super chat from none other than my brother-in-law. I can't believe it. Can I have your webcam, if not a purple pen? You can't have the webcam, I'm afraid, Martin. Maybe for your birthday. When's your birthday? Maybe I'll get you a nice Logitech... we might have a different camera, but it might be something better by then, mightn't there? You know, we might have something better by then. Thank you very much, Martin. Purple. So that's it. Is that this one? I don't have a purple one here. There's some more pens coming. There are some more pens coming. I think that it's either dark blue or purple. I'm not quite sure what colour that is. Look, £2. Thank you. Someone loves me. See? See, someone does love me. Someone does love me. Someone does love me. Mandy's got 38 tattoos, all as good as the day they were done. Thank you, Mandy. Mick's only got 10 and they're all on his arms. I wanted a tattoo, but I didn't want to go through the pain. I went out with someone. What was his name? Ashley. That was it. Ashley, who's down in Brighton. And he had a lot of tattoos. And he had one done on, what is that muscle on the bottom part of your leg? Between the knee and foot, you know, on the back. Calf muscle. He had one done on his calf muscle. And it says, come down and you can watch. Oh, I might have one done myself. Something on here, like a love heart with mum and dad. You know, or perhaps something like with I have a son, so maybe with, there's no contact, unfortunately, but maybe my son's name or something like that, you know. Could have that done. I thought, yeah, I might have that. Anyway, so he's laying on this thing. And he's got, like, towels and things underneath his leg. And I'm watching the bloke doing it, and and he's gritting his teeth, and I thought, I don't think I want to go through that. Too much pain, dear. I might get one of those stick-on things that you get free in Frosty packets. Do you remember those? You get like rub-on transfers. Oh, so much pain, Gaz. I don't know if I could go through that, but perhaps if you held my hand while I'm having it done, that might work. You have to, a bit like when you go into the doctors, when you have a colonoscopy. I've had one of those. I didn't have any. It's terrible. I didn't have any anaesthetic. I had no anaesthetic and no pain relief. Up went that camera. She said, "Oh, you're doing very well." I said, "Have you started?" And you get the nurse at the other end, and all she does is talk. And she talked, "You're doing really well." She was a lovely, lovely lady, lovely Irish nurse. "You're doing really well, Chris, really well, Chris." And she's chatting away. I'm thinking, for Christ's sake, shut up, woman. Leave me in peace. And then there's a screen, and you can watch it happening. No, thank you. No, thank you. It's a bit like a colonoscopy. You could be out holding my hand while I'm having the tattoo done, Gaz. The dark blue. So it is dark blue, is it? I think that is dark blue, actually. Martin's got a super chat pen. Well, you'll get that quicker than Gary got his, mate. You know why? Because you're not reversing into my car. That's why. Thank you very much. Excuse me. Where are we now? Oh, I think we... I remember Steve, you two were joined at the hip. Yes, yeah, we were. Steve, he's married now as well, actually. I think he's married or just engaged. Anyway, he's got a little family. Yeah, lives over in Norfolk now. Nice, isn't it, eh? But yeah, David Rosen was a very, very good friend of mine, and there's a few people, you know, it goes the other way. Some people are gay all their lives, and they meet a woman. See, I don't think. I suppose there's a few people that would never ever fall in love with a woman, and a few people that would never ever fall in love with a man, and vice versa. I think you fall in love with a person, not what they are. I do believe that. You know, it may be that a girl knocks at my door later on and falls in love with me and I fall in love with her. But I think it's unlikely. I've been down that route before and it wasn't quite for me. Yes, Steve, he's in Norfolk. Actually, Steve is I was thinking about who was my best ever. Because I think through life you go through a few best friends, you know, and I was trying to think, who was your best ever friend? I think that was another bloke called Steve, actually. He was in the Scouts with me. Steve Short was his name. I think he was probably my most bestest friend ever. I do think that. Yeah, so that would have been when I was 16, I think. You know, and as you go through life, you pick up other people and friends and things like that, don't you? Yeah. Gaz has got piercings and tats all over. Oh, I don't think I've seen any of those, Gaz. I don't think I've seen too many of those. You're not usually naked when I see you. You usually got that... Have you washed those tracksuit bottoms yet, dear? The grey ones that you walk around in. Brendan Brady, Martin and Sharon are amazing people. I think they are the best family-based YouTube channel. Isn't that nice? Yeah. There's nothing fake about it, you see. That's the thing, Brendan Brady. You know when you see my brother-in-law, Martin and Sharon on that screen, that's how they are. Believe me, that is exactly how they are. I watch some of these YouTube channels and they're as fake as anything. Fake. All happy smile. Oh, hello. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Oh, wow. Oh, look at me. Aren't I pretty? There's a lot of that on there. Oh, I'm getting hot in here. Just a minute. There's a lot of fakeness on the YouTube. My brother-in-law and Sharon are just as they are. I mean, what other show can you have where Martin sits there in front of this camera, right, and he's showing you perhaps how something works, you know, and this is how an asthma thing works, you know, you give it a good shake, always make sure there's a one, and he's halfway through it, and then Sharon will suddenly pop, "Oh, hello, Barbara, how are you?" Because she's seen someone that she knows come up on the screen. I love it. You know she does her hair before she comes on that channel, don't you, my sister? Yes, she does. Don't think she's been like that all day. She get if I get there early enough in the morning, the hair's all over the place. My sister don't really do makeup. I don't think she does makeup much at all. My sister. But yeah, before she comes on there, she puts some nice top on and does her hair. Oh yes, yeah, but it's not fake. That's why you like it, because it's not fake. You know, there's no false lips and false breasts. They're all hers. Can you believe that? They're all hers. Women come up to my sister in the street and say, you know, if you ever want to sell a couple of your breasts, let me know. But they're not fake. That is exactly how they are on and off the screen. And that's why you like them, because they're not fake, isn't it? Nice comments there, which I'm sure they were here there. Excuse me. Hey, Gaz will hold my hand. Is there great pain, Gaz? Did you find great pain? Where's the most... Hope I'm not opening myself to any problems here. But where is the most painful place that you've had a tattoo? If you can be quite clean about this, because this is a family-based show. There's nothing rude on this channel at all that children would be upset at. We don't want parents... Oh, you said that family show was family-based, and yet you said this and that. I'm disgusted. I'm offended. Oh, I've got anxiety. I must run to my safe space. Good morning to Russ Vernon. Very good morning to you. Russ has been very busy at the moment. People are busy. People pop in and they disappear and they pop back again. Russ, you're very welcome whenever you want to come. All right, my friend. Yvonne, are you out tonight celebrating? Not really. Be going round to my nephews. I don't really do New Year's Eve. Gaz, actually, who's with us today, has been to some of the New Year's Eves in the past that I've done. And I'm sure if you want to ask him, he'll tell you. Don't take it from me. Were you at my best ever New Year's Eve was at the Black Cap. And it was a bloke called John running the place, who I didn't actually get on with. I got on with him before he took it over. Then when he took it over, there was a bit of a personality clash. He'll tell you exactly the same. We're fine now because we don't work with each other. But I found it difficult to work with, and he probably found me difficult to work with as well. I can always see both sides of the coin, you see. And I can't remember the date, but it was a particular New Year's Eve. He was the manager, I was the DJ, and it just went off. That was my best ever New Year's Eve. The Black Cap. I can't remember, Gaz, if you were there for that one or not. And then after that, I think we all went to trade afterwards. Yeah. Oh, fantastic. That was my best ever New Year's Eve. But I haven't done the last... I haven't DJ'd, excuse me. The trouble is when I'm coughing at the moment, it makes me lightheaded. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, was that a text coming in there? No. Yes, I haven't done the last two New Year's Eves, and indeed this one I'm not doing either. I don't DJ anymore, really. I stopped that a few years ago now, about 2 or 3 years ago now. I stopped the DJing. And I have no interest in that. Funnily enough, a friend of mine, he's just opened up a lovely place in the West End. And he messaged me and says, are you looking for any DJing jobs? I'm looking for a resident DJ on Fridays and Saturdays. And I thought, you know, if that was like 10 years ago, what a job, you know, working in the West End of London. Really swanky bar as well, you know, be a lot of money being spent in there. People would be buying glasses of champagne and all that. I wouldn't be able to go in tracksuit bottoms. No, I'd have to wear a suit or something like that. And I thought to myself, you know, if only that had come along 10 years ago, I would have loved that. But I looked at it and I thought, oh, that'd be a lovely place to work. But I don't have any interest at all in DJing. Isn't that funny? And yet I had such a good time when I was doing it. Really such a good time. And Gaz, actually, who's with us here, he was a big part of that. He used to come to all of my nights, and we became very close friends, actually. Me and Gaz there. Just buy numbing cream. What are you talking about now, man? Numbing cream? What for, dear? Oh, you're starting to worry me now, Mandy. Numbing cream? Why? Is there something, you know, doing something too hard? Or You are naughty this morning, people. I don't know what's got into you today. I really don't. Heidi loved my friend Steve. He was funny. Yeah, he was all right, Steve. He was all right. Steve was all right. But that's not the Steve I meant. The other Steve I meant was a friend of mine in the Scouts. Yeah, and he was so loyal. He'd always be there for me. Which didn't return the other way, unfortunately. I don't know why. I wasn't always there for him, but he was always there for me. In fact, once when I was married and I couldn't go home. Couldn't go home, and I knocked on his door. I can't remember what time of the day it was, and I slept on his settee, and he opened the door for me, as always. Excuse me. Oh, look at that! My sister married her best friend, Martin. Isn't that nice? I think the best relationships are those that started off as friendships. Not like this lot on Love Island and celebrities and that, one bang and they think they're in love. No, that's not quite how it works. Your best friend, sorry to be quite blunt about that, but I really believe that the best relationships, best marriages, I think, come from first being friends and then the whole thing developing. It's something that unfortunately never happened for me. It doesn't happen for everyone, unfortunately, but if it happens for you, you're very, very lucky, and I'm jealous. In fact, I'd even go as far as sending you a free super chat badge if you tell me your secret. All right. Yeah, Michael Lawrence says my sister's hair looks nice. There you go. Mick, the wind certainly wasn't fake. Oh, she's fed up with that one now, Mick. She's fed up with people talking about her wind. It's not funny. In fact, she actually was considering having a tube fitted so that she doesn't cause too much flatulence anymore. Bless her heart. Jason Hughes, are any of Martin's chins for sale? How rude are you, Jason Hughes? He hasn't got any chins. How rude are you, Jason? You're being a little bit rude this morning, Mr. Hughes. I'm hovering over the timeout button here. I am, Jason. I think you need to be shut up for 5 minutes as punishment. There must be pain and punishment. Right, the most pain Gaz has is the bottom of his back. So that would that be on the spine, or sort of in the middle of the spine, or the bit to the side of it where that soft bit is? That's where, when I have a back problem, that's I think it's a muscle there. So if you put your hand down your back, just above where your bum starts, where the bottom of your spine is, and across, perhaps a little bit further up actually, then across, and there's soft bits either side. Is that the bit you're talking about there, Gaz? Who's just sent me £5? Ooh, someone sent £5. Let me have a look. It just flashed up on my screen. Oh, I can't get it. Give me the £5. Give me that £5. It's Luke Bickers. Luke Bickers sends in a £5 super chat. Oh, wait, we're in the money. Thank you, Mr. Bickers. Very kind of you, Luke. Luke, would you like a pen? Would you like a super chat pen? Or would you like a badge? Or would you like a super chat badge? Or you don't have to have them if you want, but anyone who sends a super chat over £2 gets something like that, okay? So if you want one, just email me in your postal address, Luke, and I'll pop one in the post to you, okay? Or if you don't want one, that's fine as well. Sometimes people send one and it's just like a tip. So thank you very much. Very kind of you. Have you got tattoos, Luke? I wonder who's got the best tattoos here. Mikey Mike, there's nothing fake about you. I hope there isn't, Mike. I hope there isn't too much fakeness about me. Adrian, what you told me about Saturday night about the raffle tickets, I didn't quite get. Could you explain what you meant nicely and clearly, please? Yes, of course I will, Adrian. On Saturday night, over the microphone at Central Station. All right, my darlings? Thank you. Yeah, Gaz was there that year. You remember that, Gaz, that New Year's Eve? Oh, wow. It was fantastic. Even little John came up and said to me that it was an absolutely brilliant night. That was fantastic, that New Year's Eve. That was the best one ever. The best party I ever DJ'd at was in a skiing resort. 20 years ago, it was called the Heaven and Hell Party. And everyone dressed as like devils or angels. that sort of thing, or a demon, or a devil, something, whatever. And that was probably the best party I ever did. It was fantastic. It wasn't just me. There were several DJs, and we all shared it. Andy Almighty was there. Andy Weston. He was one of the DJs there, as well as Rich B and myself. Yeah, that was the best party I've ever did. But the best New Year's Eve was absolutely... I can't remember the year of that, Gaz. Well, if I left the Black Cap 10 years ago this year, so... I reckon 2000... It must have been about 2000, 2001, 2002, something like that. So between 2000 and 2005, I think probably that particular Saturday was. What a shame we didn't have smartphones then, isn't it, really? Could have seen all that business, but yeah. Thank you, Gaz. It's very kind of you to say that. Very kind of you to say that. I don't know why I got fed up with the DJ, and I really did. I certainly... And when the R&B stuff came along, and we kind of had to move into that. And I was all right when it was stuff like Beyonce, Crazy Enough, Christina Aguilera, Dirty, that sort of stuff. But then it started going into like the Beyonce Drunk in Love. And I'm like, oh, I don't like this at all. And of course I had to play it. Because it was chart music. And I didn't like it, but I felt I had to play it because the customers were asking for it. Unfortunately, managers of venues are not always want the same stuff as the customers. And you got into that situation where you were kind of stuck between the two. The manager telling you can't play that stuff, it's awful. And the customer saying, please play this stuff, we want it. Now, I was always on the customer side, whether or not I like the music or not. There was stuff I used to play I hated. Not, Gaz, at that point. At that point where you are, I know exactly where you are. At that point where you are, and people like the lovely Shahid, you remember Richard, of course? Richard, who used to stand next to me in the DJ box. Yeah, and he usually had a red Adidas top on. He was not... I felt he was a good friend, but I never ever saw him away from the pub. Only, I think, a couple of times in DTPM, where we all used to go down there. And he'd be doing a bit of work in there as well, wouldn't he? He'd be standing up there on the stage. In that period of time, I loved all the music I was playing. Yeah, right up to that. But as we came into 2007, 2008, I started disliking more and more of the stuff I was playing. And I tried to come out of it a few times. Oh, I'm going to go with this DJing. And people said, no, stick with it as long as you can. So I did. And it was about 3 years ago I stopped. That just became impossible. You were trying to play the tunes people wanted, were asking, and the manager's telling you to play something else. So it just becomes impossible in the end. All DJs will probably tell you the same thing. It's a bit of a difficult. Mandy, if you want a tattoo done and you can't handle the pain, you can buy numbing cream. Oh, how well does that work? How well does the numbing cream help? Bottom of my spine between my kidneys. Yeah, that must be that soft bit there. Must be that soft bit there, Gaz. Yeah. Sean Pine, me and my wife were friends first. We met each other at work and got married. Oh, nice. Hello to Tina McKenzie. Hello, Tina. Welcome along to you, my darling. Welcome, Tina. Mandy saw my picture on Facebook and we started talking. The rest is history. Well, surely not that picture on there now, Mick. Really? Is she partially sighted? You walk into some of these things. I'm being fair. 1 minute I'm being nice and then I'm being horrible, aren't I? Heidi remembers DJ Little John. Yeah, he does drag now. Mrs. Moore. He's got a couple of residencies. Little John there. Is that when you were dancing on the bar gate? Or not in those awful shorts that you had on, those cut downs? I remember those. Those cut down shorts you had. And you had not a hat, not a bandana, not a hat. You know, one of those things with covers your whole head and you tied it at the back. I've got a picture of that somewhere. Do you want me to see if I can get that up and show people? I might try and find that to show people, to show them what you used to look like, Gaz. All right. Good. Tina says, hope you enjoyed your Christmas and Happy New Year to you and your family. Thank you very much, Tina. Oh, look at the time. Shall we do the raffle tickets? Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, dear. Okay, I'll put them in here. That's what I'll do. Where do... Gaz, I'm going to look for that. I know it's here somewhere. I shall look for that little photograph. I wonder if I can find it now, actually. I can't really put it. In fact, I can put it on the system now, but it's a bit long-winded, really, to do that now. What about those cut-down shorts you were wearing? That wasn't me, Heidi. I tell you, who also wore cut-down shorts when he went to a club called FF with me. Ian. He's no longer with us. He died a few years ago now. Ian. He just didn't wake up one morning. Do you know that's happened to a few of my friends? Seriously, not old. Not old. We're not talking even some of them in their 40s. Not even in their 40s. They simply go to bed and don't wake up. I don't know if they're drinking or doing anything else like that. You know, the trouble with some people, they never get out of the party mode. You know, I was in the party mode in my 30s, let me tell you that. Right up to about 45, then I stopped. You know what I mean by that, don't you? Yeah? I was in the party mode from about... I was late into the party mode, very late into the party mode, from about 32 right the way up to about 47. I was in party mode. And then I stopped. But there are people, they don't come out of the party mode. And I don't think your body can cope with what you were coping with when you were dancing your bum off, you know, for hours on end, and drinking and whatever else, right? You know, in your 20s and 30s. I think you can cope then. As you get in your 40s, you know, you've got to watch it a little bit more. But there are people in their 50s and 60s who still carry on. But I've known several people who just haven't woken up. He was one of them, young Ian. Yes, Angus is Ian. Ian Carter. Blonde hair. He had large teeth in the front without being nasty, just explaining how he looks. You know, he had a bit of a... I had that as well. He had a bit like that. He was such a nice person. Didn't wake up. And there was a drag queen who didn't wake up as well. Very, very funny drag queen. Can't remember now. Oh, gosh. Anyone... do you know Gary? Can't remember who the other one was now. Oh, gosh. Good morning, Joseph McDonald. Morning to you. Thank you, Russ. That's Martin and Sharon's dog there. Can't remember. Oh, gosh. It's a few years ago now as well. No, can't remember who that was now. She used to come on stage and she did Titanic. It was hilarious. She's made this old boat out of some cardboard and wood. And this boat would be on the stage, and then the anchor, she'd pull up this anchor, which would usually get stuck. And then she'd appear at the top and go, here, far, wherever you... And she was ever so nice to me. Yeah, that's two. There's I think there was another one as well. I can't remember. Simply just went asleep and didn't wake up. And it's not a bad way to go, I suppose, is it? When you think about it. Okay, yeah, Joseph remembers going to trade on a Sunday night in Vauxhall. Well, it was Saturday night, actually. Saturday night, Sunday morning is when we went there, okay. Okay, raffle tickets, boys and girls. Here we go, raffle tickets. Let's see. Adrian Richardson, 847 for you. Thank you, Adrian. Who wants a raffle ticket now? Jason Hughes is 848. Mick Davenport, 8. Jason. Mandy Davenport, 849. Mandy and Mick Davenport, 850. Did you get your post this morning yet, Mick? Haven't you won something? You won a hat. Have you got it yet? What's Fran's got her pens this morning. Jerry Millen, 851. No. Okay. No. All right. Colin K, 852. 853, Michael Pullman. Gavin Bass, 854. I must write these better on the tickets as well. I was looking at some of the tickets earlier, transferring them from this into the big bowl. I thought, I hope these ones don't win. I can't read my writing. Hello, Sam. All right, Sam 458 is in the house. Hello, Sam. Nice to see you, sir. You're sitting there quietly on the side, aren't you? 855. It's like being on CB radio. Lots more people sitting on the side than there are communicating with us today. Sean Pye, 856. You're allowed one ticket for every show. Just a reminder, gang. Okay? Only one ticket per show, okay? If you're watching a recording of the show, then you can still have a ticket. Just email me, can I have a ticket, please? And I'll reply to you with your ticket number. But only one per show. So if you've got one watching a live stream, don't ask for one for you email as well. Otherwise, you will be punished. There will be pain and punishment, and you will be removed from all future competitions. Thank you very much. It has to be fair to everyone, all right? 857 for Russ Vernon. Thank you, Russ. There's my Gaz. Gaz Carter, 858. Scott Walker, 859. Gaz, are you working up there? Are you working in I would imagine, a bar? Or doing anything up there? What are you doing up there? Scott Walker, Tony King, 860. Tony King, 860. What's that noise there? Oh, someone's at the front door. Who the bloody hell's this? Hang on a minute. Just a second. Who's at my front door? We'll soon find out. Hello? Hello, love. Sorry, I'm away at the moment. You okay?
Yeah, I'll give it to your neighbour.
Oh, lovely. Thanks ever so much. Happy New Year to you.
Thank you.
Cheers. Bye now. That's what you want. That is what you want. You need a Ring doorbell. Right, so I've just spoken to the post lady who's outside my house in Bracknell. Aren't they fantastic? I wonder what that was. Surely that's not the pens already. I only ordered them on Sunday. Blimey, that was quick. That's got to be the pens. I don't think I've ordered anything else. That's quite nice. Do you know when you get a box? And I know this happens to my sister a lot. Right, you get a box from Amazon and it arrives and you think, what have I ordered? And you can't remember what it is. And then you open it and you get a nice surprise. It's like Christmas every day here. It really is. Tony King. Hang on a minute. Tony King. Heidi Oliver, 861. Diane Jeb. Hello, Diane. Very quiet again. 862. Jeb. Well, I think it's 862. Yep, 862. Excuse me. Hiccup in. Right, let me just scroll down here with your beautiful names here. Everyone's looking very... I must say, you're all looking very nice today. Good morning to you. Mike Rees-Ponto, 863. Tina McKenzie, 864. I love your surname, Tina. That's a great name, that is, McKenzie. That's a great name. Certain words and names just have a nice ring to them, don't they? Don't you think? 865 for Martin Butler. I'll be round a little bit early afternoon, Martin, to pick up my machine, okay? Then hopefully I'll be able to set that up this afternoon before we go over to my nephews. I'm going... Oh, someone was asking, I'm going over to my nephews this evening. Whether I'll be there at midnight, I don't know, but certainly going over there for a little bit of a finger buffet. A finger buffet. Gary Rees-Ponto is 866. You become a regular, haven't you, Gary? Most people, they manage 2 shows and I don't see them again. They get fed up with me. Same things happens with relationships, unfortunately, as well. Yvonne Lemon, 867. Ross Herndon, 868. Fran Green, hello, lovely. Fran Green's got a prize today. She's happy. I'm happy as well, Fran. 869. You might still get the other one, you know. That's what happened to Amelia Dodd. She got the other one that she said was taking too long to come. But although we did give it almost 2 weeks, and then I sent another one, and then the next one they both came at the same time, I think. Fran Green, thank you. No post yet from Mick. Okay, Mick. Oh, it's not been there yet. Hello, Alan Wainwright is there. Hello to Paula, who's Alan's wife. Good morning to Paula and Alan this morning. Yes, Sam. All well here. Thank you, Sam. It's just a minor little bit of a chest issue which comes complete with cough, but it's not getting any worse. It's just kind of hanging around. Not Ian. No, that would be Ian Thrussell, Heidi. Ian Carter, blonde-haired lad. Blonde-haired, and he was always in there. How can I put this? He was one of the working boys in there. One of the working boys. There was him. Who was that pretty one? Oh, God, what was his name now? Oh, God, I mean, we're going back here 30 years now, aren't we? Oh, and there was a couple of those killed themselves or died, unfortunately. I can't remember the name of the other one now. Ian was great friends with Joseph, who himself died a couple of years ago. So many people now. As you get older, I remember my Uncle Michael telling me, you'll find as you get older, more people die around you, and that's certainly happening now. Awful, really. Mick, my hat is with the carrier pigeon as we speak. Oh, a lot easier to have a blooming pigeon sending out my... Well, I'll have to get my own drone, I think. Be cheaper than using the bloody post offices nowadays. Morning to Shania Steele. Morning, Shania. 870. Were you with us the other day, Shania? I've started playing the organ again at my old church in Roehampton twice a month. Funnily enough, I just sent him the dates over yesterday that I can do. So this week I'm in Wokingham. The week after that, Roehampton. I'll be doing hopefully the first and last Sundays of the month in Roehampton. But I'll just send him dates when I can do and when I can't. So that's nice, isn't it? Going back to your original church like that. Good morning, Mike Cullen. Hello, Mike. Long time no see. Nice to see you pop up there. Good morning, Mike. Adrian's off to the gym now. Well done, Adrian. Keep that up, mate. It's always good to do that. Morning, Alan Wainwright. 871 for Alan. Alan Wainwright. Right. Gaz is assistant man. Oh, Pop World. They're a chain, aren't they? Pop World. Yes. A friend of mine used to work at one. Matt Joplin. He used to DJ at Pop World in Brighton, and there was one in near St Paul's. Would it be? You got one near St Paul's, sort of in that area, not right next to it, but in that area. What's that area called? Is it not Canvey Island? What's that? What on earth was that? It wasn't my bum, honestly. There was a squeak then. What on earth was that? Oh, Christ, what's the area he was in now? Maybe sort of St Paul's, somewhere around St Paul's, I seem to remember. But it didn't really work in there. For some reason, he couldn't get it to work in there. Good. Gary Butler, 872. Thank you, Gary. See you later. Looking forward to the finger buffet. Gavin's got 2 tickets from Sunday. Has he got 2 tickets from Sunday? What are you going on about now? What does that mean? What do you mean Gavin's got 2 tickets on Sunday? He didn't get 2 tickets on Sunday. Careful where you park your car. You're absolutely right about that. I might park it in the next road down. One of Nick's boys in trade. No, that's not what I meant. No. Sean says, I watched your karaoke last night, and to be honest, you don't look overweight. Oh, come on, Sean. I'm morbidly obese, darling. Morbidly obese. I need to lose at least 9/10 of my body weight. By this time next year, I want you to be looking at me and just seeing something like that, in front of the microphone. Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's show. It's New Year's Eve, 2019. That's what I want you to see this time next year. Gaz has never got fat. He never was putting on weight. Never. Like I've always said before, if you're overweight and you're happy, if you're 50 stone and you're happy, good on you. Nice. That's all right. That's fine. Whatever you're happy with. If you're not, then you need to do something. It's simple as that. So what's Joey going on? So what happened yesterday? Gaz got 2 tickets yesterday, did he? Did he? I can check. So you're saying Gavin Bass got 2 tickets yesterday, are you? There's one. No, he didn't. He got 1 ticket yesterday. Why did you say he's got 2 tickets? There's 1 ticket from Gavin Bass yesterday. There it is. And I can do that because it's only Tuesday today, so we've only had 1 lot. There's 1 ticket for Gaz yesterday, 829. 829 is the only ticket he got yesterday, Joey. There's a Pop World in Newcastle. Yes, this is the one Gaz is talking to you about, Mike. He's just started. Did you say assistant manager or manager? I can't remember now. Assistant manager. Is it a Stonegate? Oh, okay. It's a Stonegate. I didn't know that. Yes, there's a Pop World. I think that's the one Gaz is running. Perhaps you'll tell. Just have a little quick chat with Mike there. Mike's an excellent radio DJ. He's been on lots of stations and he's really good, actually. Very friendly. When you hear Mike talking, it's like he's talking to you, which is like I hope that this programme comes across like that. You know, we want to talk to you, not at you. Yeah, he doesn't do this. He doesn't do this. Yeah, you're listening to Capital FM. Thanks ever so much for joining us today. I've had a great day. I hope you're all right. It's just coming up to 10 to 1. That's talking at you. Mike talks to you. He's an excellent radio host. You really are, Mike. You really are. Unfortunately, I don't think you or I are the sort of people that radio people are looking for these days. It's just how it is. But I can't. I don't know why I lost. And that's just another thing I lost interest in radio. Always from a young boy. Tony Blackburn was my hero. I know, but he was and still is, actually. I still listen to his BBC Radio London, usually as a podcast on Fridays on the way back down to London. But you see, he entertained us. He talked to you. He talked to you, not at you. Big difference there. But a lot of these, most of these radio stations are not interested in that anymore. I'll probably get there's a couple of community stations around here. There's Endeavour FM in Boston, and there's Lincoln City FM, which are small community stations, non-profit making, which I may or may not be able to get onto if I wanted to. I don't know. And there wouldn't be so much restrictions, but a lot of these stations, they just want to talk at you. And I don't think the sort of thing you and I do, are what those people are looking for. You need to fit into their brand rather than be yourself. Well, can you see me fitting into a brand? No, exactly. There you go. You got one in Redditch, have you, Gaz? Okay, Redditch. I don't know where that is, Redditch. I've heard of it, Redditch. I've heard of Redditch. Reflex. I worked in a Reflex in Putney. That was all right. Heidi used to go there. Reflex in Putney. Well, there will be pain and suffering, Jason. I think we're going to have pain and suffering later, and it will be videoed. Good morning to Billy. Billy's new to the show. Welcome to the show, Billy. We're nearly finished, to be honest, Billy. Okay, Billy, we do a raffle every week. Just in case you didn't know. Well, you wouldn't know if you knew. And we do the raffle on Monday, okay? Just to let you know. Might be some new people watching today. Just to let you know, that all this raffle tickets we're giving out, we do a raffle every Monday. At the moment, the prize is a fridge magnet. I haven't got one here. It looks a bit like that, okay? That's a Super Chat badge. Super Chat badge, Super Chat pen. When you send a Super Chat, £2 or more, you get one of those. Okay, but the raffle is completely free. Once a week we do a raffle, which is usually on Monday morning, round about 9:30. I don't schedule the show. The show is usually on round about 9:30 in the morning. We do bingo every Sunday night. That's at 8 o'clock. Okay, 8 o'clock Sunday night. And we do a raffle every week, which is on Monday morning. But every day we do a show, we give out the raffle tickets. So you'll want one today. Okay, so I'm going to put one in for you, Billy, and you are ticket number 873. Okay, you can have one raffle ticket per show. All right, every time there's a show on, if you say raffle ticket, please, when I say we're giving out the tickets now, and then you'll get a raffle ticket. So you've got one for Monday, 873, and that's how it works. Any questions? Please speak now. Please speak now. There's one on Wallington Street at Pop World as well. I don't know where Wallington Street is. I can't remember where it was, though. I just can't remember exactly where it was. Yes, Gaz had a lot of help keeping the weight off. Yes, I remember watching your little videos, darling. Very, very useful. Very, very useful. Can we have some thumbs up, please? Thumbs up, please, if you don't mind. Mike, I don't understand it. I've lost the passion for radio these days as well. I spend my time even gaming or making music. Well, gaming is something I never took to gaming. I don't know why. I mean, there's kids out there, 15, 16 years old, who are making thousands of pounds from playing games. Funnily enough, they were talking about this on the radio the other night. Nick Abbott, I know you like Nick Abbott. I think I've heard you call in, actually, to Nick Abbott's show. And thank God that's got better. Oh, thank God Brexit and the election is over. Because, in my opinion, Nick Abbott lost his way. He went on and on and on about Brexit and Trump. Instead of being the usual, what he was when I first listened to him, very, very funny man, very intelligent, very, very good indeed. And then the Brexit thing come along and he just seemed to have lost his way. And he just kept going on and on about both of these subjects, Brexit and Donald Trump. And it finished and he's gone back on to what he was before. I didn't know if he'd ever stopped talking about that. He does touch on it now and again, but it doesn't take up 3 hours of his show. Who wants to listen to 3 hours of electioneering or Brexiting or Trump? So I heard it again on Saturday night. He's doing the A to Z, isn't he? Which I think finishes tonight. It's very good. Very good. Heidi used to work at Reflex. I don't remember that, Heidi. Don't remember. Okay, Billy. Excellent. I'm just going to scroll down a little bit here because we're not keeping up. It's where the needles 42s were first made. Thank you, George. 874 for Mr. George Bond. There you go, George. You have now been added for the bingo, George, by the way. So you should get your bingo tickets on Sunday. Okay, Sunday. Usually they go out by about 6 p.m. So any time Sunday afternoon. Often I get an email from someone sort of about 1 o'clock Sunday. I haven't got my ticket. Well, I haven't sent them out yet. That's why. So any up to 6 o'clock, then they send them all out. If you don't get a bingo ticket by the time I've started the show, then I can't do anything about it and I have to look into it for next time. But I know for some reason, George, you seem to have an awful lot of problems with your emails, getting them to me and me getting and you getting mine. But we'll see what happens on Sunday, whether or not you get them all right, my darling. But I have tried for you. Okay, Sean, did you get a raffle ticket? I'm sure you did, Sean. Yes, you did. 856. 856. How do I do a thumbs up? On the screen where you're watching me, not the chat box. On the screen, bottom left-hand corner, there's a little thumbs up and there's a thumbs down. Okay, if you just click on the thumbs up, that helps with some sort of YouTube how do you say that word? Algorithms or whatever they're called. It's quite good for the show, apparently. All right, darling, there's my sister. 875 for my sister. Aren't you at work, Sharon? Gary? Is she supposed to be at work? She's texting me. I'm not telling on my own sister, but she is texting me while she's supposed to be doing your watching. It's outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. There you are, Mike. There you are, Mike, you agree. He was very anti-Trump, but he dragged it out for too long. For too long? That's an understatement, mate. The whole Trump and the Brexit thing, just on all the time, the entire 3 hours of his show. Because he didn't like it, he went on about it. For Christ's sake, man. You know, there's a lot of things I don't like in this life, but I might mention them and I might talk to them about them for 5 minutes. Then I'll move on to something else. But on and on and on. He's got a couple of really funny callers. I think one of them's in Croydon, a really posh sounding lady. She's great. He's got a couple of regular callers on there, which are great. We're going to be doing a call-in show, Mike, here on this show. Hopefully on Thursday nights. Hopefully starting this week. Okay? If I can get the other computer all set up and the Skype running in there and the phone number up and running. I'm hoping to do a little bit of a phone-in show. It won't be too serious, you know. We certainly won't do Brexit or politics. Very light-hearted thing, you know. I might say to you, how was your New Year's Eve? Did anything terrible happen? Call in and tell me about it. Something like that, you know. Okay? I think it'd take a while for it to get going. It may be that no one calls in, but that's okay. I mean, I don't think I'll have any problem filling in. Do you? All right. Come off chat. It's at the top. Mick will tell you where it is, darling. All right. You're going to get your hair coloured? What colour are you having your... I thought you was butch, Gaz. Hair coloured? Someone turned up. Actually, it was the drag queen's other half. His name's James. Lovely bloke. Lovely bloke. He turned up with green hair the other day. What are you doing to your hair, ladies and gentlemen? What colour are you doing your hair, then? Are you really colouring your hair? I didn't know you did that, Gaz. I'm surprised and shocked. Very surprised. Thank you, Matt. He's thumbed up. Can't do it twice. Oh, I can do it many times, my friend. Thank you, Mike. No, that's not quite what we mean by the thumbs up, Mike. There's a thumbs up thing on the screen. It's a thumbs up and a thumbs down. If you click that, so it goes up another number, and that's quite useful. Apparently, not quite sure how it works. Are you having problems with my sister, Gary? With your mum? Hit her, mate. Just go and give her a slap round the back of the legs. Get on with that work. Dear me, our people have got time to sit down and watch this rubbish while they're supposed to be making beds. It shocks me. Absolutely shocks. It's not that she got anything else to do anyway. She just sits there with a little glass of gin and tonic. Dear me. Sharon's fighting with Gary's wife fronts. They don't want to go in the washing machine. She'll have to get them off him first. They've literally stuck onto his arse. My New Year's Eve was terrible. You turned up. I haven't got there yet. Oh, I just saw Heidi say something about a board. You know when you put the bingo board up, do I have to write down all those numbers? No, not at all, Heidi. Not at all. You get an email, okay? The email looks a little bit like a bingo ticket. There are 15 numbers on the email, right? Okay? And then when the bingo board comes up, I call out the numbers. So 3 and 1, 31. So you look at your bit of paper with the 15 numbers. If 31's on there, you cross it off. 2 and 9, 29. If you've got 29, you cross it off. All the ones, legs 11. Okay, so 11. Oh, you haven't got it, so you can't cross it off. So when you've crossed off all those numbers, you've then got 2 minutes to claim your prize, and you shout in the chat box, bingo, right? That's how it works. And if you're lucky, you win a little prize, okay? If you complete all those numbers, you win a prize. You do not have to put down the bingo, but which I can't show you, unfortunately, because I can't do the bingo from up here. That has to be at the house at the moment. Okay? George likes me. I like you too, George. Thank you, George. Mike, there was a fab station in Portsmouth. Radio Victory, I remember that. Glenn Richards was a DJ. He's no longer with us either. He must have been young as well then, was he? Oh, dear. Mike, I've never known you had a problem talking in the 25 years we've been friends, says Mike. I'm quite quiet, actually. I am quiet when I'm not doing this. I don't make an awful lot of noise. I like to make strange noises. As you'll know if you've ever been to my karaoke nights. Are you colouring your hair silver? That'd make you look old, Gary. Don't do it silver, mate. What's all that about? People wanting to dye their hair grey. No, leave that beautiful blonde locks that you've... Well, there's not so much of it now, is there, my love? That's dropped out and all. Perhaps you can have the little black dots tattooed into your head. So it looks like you got a... I think the American call them buzz cuts, don't they? Buzz cuts. Thank you. There you are, Martins. On a mobile, you have to close the chat box to see the thumbs up. There you go. Have you found it yet, Heidi? We're desperate for your thumbs up here. We're not making people moderators just because they want to ask. I've got enough 3 moderators I've got. That's all I want. Thank you very much. Why do you want to be moderators anyway? Why do people want to be moderators? Huh? What's all that about? New Year's Eve has just welcomed, New Zealand has just welcomed 2020. So it's now New Year's Day in New Zealand. Excellent. Right. Stop that, Jason. Tina. She's off now. Okay. Off you go, Tina. Have a nice day, darling, Tina. Has everyone got their raffle tickets? If not, please speak now. Okay. If I've missed anyone out, please speak now. And I will correct that for you. All right. Let us know if I've missed you out on the raffle tickets. Meantime, it's birthday time here on United Kingdom Talk. That point in the time where in our show where we always wish people happy birthday. And if you're wondering why I'm explaining all this now, I'm trying to fill in time while I try and get the thing up on this old computer that hopefully will be replaced this afternoon. Let's have a look. Happy birthday on this New Year's Eve, the 31st of December 2019 to Mr. Nigel Taylor. Good morning, Nigel. Lovely beard you got there, sir. Happy birthday, Nigel. Patrick Warnock. 59 years old today. Lovely picture of you there, Patrick. You certainly don't look 59. Happy birthday to you. Marcus James Lewis today is 43 years old. Andy Coupland, good morning, Andy, is 59 years old. And finally, Geno Washington's birthday today as well. So happy birthday, boys and girls. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. There we go. Happy birthday, gang. Amelia Dodd, she wants a raffle ticket. There we go, Amelia. 876 for young Amelia Dodd. There you go. Amelia Dodd is 876. Is that everyone? Everyone else? Where are we now? There we go. I think that's everyone's ticket. Amelia, anyone else? And there we are. Good. That'll do us. Okay, gang. Thanks ever so much for joining us. Oh, LaBelle. Ooh, that was close, LaBelle. All right, love. 877. There's LaBelle. Oh, you know, I should have asked you, LaBelle. You're perfect. But are you doing something special for tonight? Are you working somewhere tonight, LaBelle? Or maybe you'll tell us about that tomorrow because we're going to disappear now, gang. You might be up late tomorrow, though. You'll be up late tonight, won't you? So you'll be having your New Year's Eve. If you've got hours to go yet. We'll be having a little sleep before you go there, I hope, LaBelle. Having a little sleep. All right? I'm sure you will. Tell us about your New Year's Eves tomorrow. Anyone who's going out tonight, I hope you have a really nice time, boys and girls. I'm very much looking forward to just going around my nephews and relaxing there with the children. I think my sister and brother-in-law's going around. Whether we'll be there again all the way right through until 12 o'clock, I don't know, but we'll see. Carl, have we got a Carl there? Someone mentioned Carl. I can't see anyone called Carl in the chat box there. Someone's mentioning Carl there. Sam's going out to get drunk. Are you, Sam? You must. I tell you must tell us how you get on tomorrow, okay? Or certainly on Thursday. If we can manage to get the other computers set up for Thursday for a phone-in show. You must phone in and tell us how you got on with your New Year's Eves, all right? New Year's Eve countdown show. No, I won't do one of those, Scott. No, there'd be too many people doing that. There'd be loads of people doing that. Sprinter van is Carl, is it? Have I not given him a raffle ticket? Is that what we're moaning about here? Raffle ticket, one man and his Sprinter van? I don't see that there anywhere. Has he asked for one then? I can't see a request for that. There it is. You get me. Oh, I see. Yes, right. Let's correct that then. 878 for you. One man and Sprinter van. There you go. 878 for you, Carl. Is it Carl? That was it, Carl. There we are. Sprinter van is Carl. Hello, Tay. Tay, you're just joining us right at the end of the show, dear. Never mind, there's always tomorrow. Hopefully I'll see you again tomorrow morning at the same time. If you are going out tonight, have a lovely time. If you're staying in, I don't think you're missing much, really. They'll all be trying to get off with each other. Oh, those tongues that they try and push into your mouth against your will. Dreadful people to have a lovely Tuesday, and Happy New Year for tomorrow. I'll see you in 2020. Have a nice day. Cheerio now.